Hi.
Huh.
What do we need?
As you want.
Will do.
Yes?
This way, right?
Blasted armor.
Saris Jadul, the snake spawn. They must have been alarmed by the magical essence. Quick, prepare yourselves. We must defend the altar.
Corporal?
This will be a masterpiece.
Anything on your mind?
A good spot.
You have my attention.
What's next?
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes?
Let me know what you need.
Haven't heard from her.
Building completed.
Yes?
Building completed.
Yes?
I'll keep you shielded!
More
You read my
fighting.
mind.
Does this never end?
What's next?
What? That's all? I'm only getting started.
They will fall.
We're being attacked!
Let us make this quick.
Well then. Ellen blesses us with her.
Huh?
We need to gather more wood, Scryer.
Will only take a second.
Yes.
Understood.
A fine plan.
We should get moving.
Yes, almost there. Damn it. More complicated than I thought.
Yes.
Building completed.
Let me know what you need.
What do we need?
Let us see. Haven't heard from her in a while.
What's next?
What is it?
Well then. Ellen blesses us with her rains. A good omen.
Yes.
Salga Sevranter. A wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us. Let the taskmaster know if you have work for us, Everin. Ellen blesses us with rains. A good omen.
Yes.
Building completed.
Got it.
We will be swift. Yes? A wonderful day. Elegant. Salgas. It will only take a second. Haven't heard from her in a while. Yes, almost there.
Yes. What do we need?
Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought.
Building completed.
Haven't heard from her in a while. A wonderful day. Elsa truly smiles upon us. Yes, almost there. Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought.
We need to gather more wood, Scryer.
We will be swift.
Let us see.
We should get moving.
What's next? Yes.
Yes, almost there. Damn it. Salga Sevrante. A wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us. Damn it.
We're being attacked!
To arms, everyone!
Everything has an end. I will do as I must. You have my attention. Yes, of course.
Building completed.
What's next?
I understand.
Fine.
You picked the wrong enemies.
We're being attacked!
Will do.
Fine.
Danger up ahead!
Yes.
Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
Anything on your mind?
Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought.
They will burn.
Let's see what we can do. As you want.
All right, why
We'll
not?
make short work of.
What is it?
What? Fine. If you think so.
We're being attacked!
Whatever's necessary.
Building completed.
What do you need?
They will fall.
Building completed.
A wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us. Haven't heard from her in a while. We will be swift.
Building completed. Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
Yes? Right away.
Yes.
What do you need? Yes?
Yes. Got it.
Let me know what you need.
Blazes! Help me!
Building completed. Huh? Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
Damn it. There's more coming. A wonderful day. Let us see. Ellen truly smiles upon us. We will be swift. It will only take a second.
Yes?
Yes?
What's next?
Blazes! Help!
What is it?
Never mind.
Sure.
Huh?
What do you need?
Hello?
Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
Damn it. This is more complicated than I thought. Well then. Let us see.
We need to gather more wood, Scryer.
We will be swift. Yes, almost there. Only take a second.
Say the word, everyone.
What do you need? Yes?
Scryer.
A wonderful day. Ellen truly
What?
smiles upon us.
What do you need?
Opera?
For Ellen!
What?
Building completed.
Damn it. More complicated than I thought. Only take a second.
Say the word, everyone.
Scryer, our granaries are almost empty. We need more food.
Let us see. We will be swift.
Huh?
Haven't heard from him. Damn it.
What do you need?
Yes?
Let me know what you need.
That way. All right.
Yes?
Velan Saror.
What do you need?
Salga Sevrantera.
Yes?
Yes?
We should get moving. Sure.
Sure.
That's the way.
Understood.
Sure.
Let us see.
What is it?
Blasted armor.
A fine plan.
What's next?
Huh?
What do we need? Yes?
Building completed.
What do you need?
Blazes! Help me, somebody! Yes? Pick the run.
Yes. Yes? Yes? What do you need? To the death!
Corporal?
Move! They'll learn to fear us.
You have my attention.
Squire. Over there?
Yes?
Corporal? This way, right?
Got it. Sure. Ah!
You read my mind.
They will burn. Yes?
You're free.
But who are you?
A friend. Your Yara sent me. You should return to the village now.
Yes. Yes, of course. Thank you.
This is the end!
What is it? As you require.
What? That's all? I'm only getting started. You picked the wrong enemies.
Fine.
You really think this is how it works? You kill me and they respect you? You're a sad little thing, baby brother.
Shut up! Just shut your fucking mouth or I'll tear your guts out!
Anything on your mind?
Know what you need.
I understand.
All we'll make short work.
Yes? Your Yara sent me. Go back to the village, but be careful.
Yes?
What do you need?
All right,
Yes,
why
of
not?
course. As you want.
Whatever's necessary.
What is it?
The snake spawn is dead. Go now. You'll be safe in the village. Now would you look at that? They will fall. I'll keep you shielded. You read my mind.
Yes.
It should be safe now. Go back to the village. That should be all of them. Best we head back to the village now. Let's see. Got it.
Yes?
Yes? Sure.
We should get moving.
You have my attention.
Yes?
Ma!
Huh?
What do you need?
Say the word, everyone.
What do we need?
That's close enough. Who the heck are you? You're not from the island.
I'm from the mainland. Your mother sent me here to talk.
From the... Just when I thought things couldn't get any more absurd. Well, I hate to disappoint, but I'm not in the mood for talking. The trial will happen. I will battle my brother and reclaim my birthright.
You're delusional, Shar. You're completely delusional.
Duel, last warning.
So it's really true. You'd kill your own brother just to be the next Yaris.
Is that what they told you? Yeah, sure, it fits. What else did she tell you, huh? That I'm weak? Moody? Stars, how I hate that word.
Yes, and that your brother would succeed her and not you.
And you know what's so sad about this? That this is probably what she really believes, what they all believe. Do you see these burns on my face?
What about them?
When I was 10 years old, a man named Rujas took me and my brother to a hunting trip. As my mother undoubtedly told you as well, I was always the weaker one. He always outran me, and when he beat me, there wasn't anything I could do. For some reason, though, hunting was different. Shooting a bow was just something... It came to me naturally, as did my magic 6 years later. And even more than that, I was a lot better at it than you were. Wasn't I, Duel?
I never said you weren't.
No, of course not. I wonder what you would have said just now if these people weren't listening. Long story short, on this hunting trip, I outclassed my brother in every aspect. I noticed that my beloved brother had been unusually silent that day, even when the old hunter showered me with praise. And for a very short moment, I was even stupid enough to believe that I don't know, impressed him, I guess.
But what happened?
Well, at night we ate a part of the deer. It was almost ridiculously beautiful. The sky was cloudless, and there were fireflies all around us. Eventually, the hunter went into the forest to relieve himself. That's when it happened. All of a sudden, Duel grabbed me at my hair and dragged me to the fire. Then, without saying a word, he held my face over it. It must have only been 15 seconds, but it felt like an eternity. I literally saw the flesh melting off my skull. Can you imagine what that feels like, stranger? That kind of pain?
I can.
Then you probably know that in that very moment, I just wanted to die. The moment the hunter came back in sight, he dropped me and bent over me, acting as if all this had been an accident. Of course, everybody believed him, and I didn't even tell anybody the truth until weeks later. It didn't make a difference.
Yes, because it's a fantasy. You lost your balance and stumbled, damn it. And if it hadn't been for me, you would have lost far more than just your cheek.
But why would Duel do this, Shar? He's your brother.
Because he's a monster, that's why! He hides it behind his bloody smile, and yes, he's so well-mannered, so easy to get along with, so reasonable. But that's just facade. You have no idea what it was like, you know? He tortured me, he humiliated me, he beat me up so many times that at some point, I even thought it was normal. That place where where normal people have a soul, in him, it's empty. But they just won't see. And now they even want him to succeed Mother. Now tell me, how would you call that if not insanity?
Char! This is ridiculous! This is simply ridiculous!
What do you have to say to this?
What do you want me to say? It's lies, all of it. Char has always had a very active imagination. The dreams, the voices. To him, the real world was always full of blanks, and he used his fantasies to fill them out. Though, that fire incident was by far the worst phantasm his brain had produced.
See? And that's how it always goes. People believe him because he seems so reasonable, so calm. Nobody gives a damn about the fucking truth.
I don't think he is telling the truth, Tahar. At least not all of it. This man, Duel, he is playing a role.
What? By the stars, this is nonsense. You don't even know me.
You're right, I don't. But I can tell studied behavior when I see it.
But then again, your aura is fragile, jittery. And we all know magic can play tricks on your mind.
Please, if that's what you want to believe, go ahead. Wouldn't be the first time.
But why would he do this?
How should I know? To fill that void, maybe? I don't know, and I don't care anymore. In a week, it will be over.
And you're telling me that nobody ever noticed?
No, because he was smart about it. Whenever he hit me, he made sure it was when nobody looked. And even when somebody was nearby, they chose to look away. After all, it was their future Yaris they would have messed with.
But your magic changed things, didn't it?
Yes. And no. He didn't dare to beat me anymore, but that didn't stop him from telling me how worthless I was. That they all laughed at me behind my back, that they despised me, and that I'd always stay alone. And sadly, he wasn't even lying. Either way, it's over now. By restoring the monument and invoking the Trial of Brothers, I will become the next rightful Yaris of this island.
Your snakes, they killed people. You know that, don't you?
I had to. Even when the entire damn village was surrounded, they still thought I wasn't being serious.
Well, I can't let you do this. Your mother has something we need, and she sent us to resolve this, so we need to find another way.
I don't think so. Look, I've enjoyed our talk, but whatever outcome you imagine for this, it won't happen. So, 2 options. 1, you and your friends leave now. 2, you'll get a taste of my magic.
Look, I don't want to hurt you. There has to be another way.
Not anymore.
Look, kid, I can feel that you've got some power in you, but so do we. This is a bad idea.
All right, I get it. You're just like the others. Fine then.
Bugger and blast! This kid knows what he's doing.
I'll kill him. Right here and right now.
Char, please,
No!
Fine. Kill him.
What?
I said kill him. After what you've told me, he deserves it. Just do it.
Sun and stars, have you lost your mind?
No. He's right. You deserve it.
Char, you...
I did it. I killed him.
Blazes. I don't think the Yaris will be happy about this.
Stars. Oh, stars, what did I do? What in blazes did I do?
You.
No!
Huh.
Though some cartographers...
Ah. And there he goes.
Those... Some cartographers...
Not anymore.
Look, kid, I can feel it.
All right.
Bugger him, blast! This kid knows what he's doing.
I'll kill him. Right here and right now.
Char, please,
No!
Think this through, Shar. If you kill him now, it will be murder.
What?
The Hibernian law. The only way for you to become Yaras is by defeating Duel in the Trial of Brothers. If you kill him now, it'll be murder.
You're right. Sun and stars, yes, you're right. But then again, does it really make a difference? After what I've done? Duel said it himself. In their eyes, I'm already a murderer. I'll never earn their respect no matter what I do.
Not if they learn the truth.
The truth? When did anybody give a damn about the fucking truth? No, it won't matter. It never did. They see me, the quiet, creepy, crazy boy, and him with all his bloody charm. But no, not again. This time I'll make sure.
Char, you...
I did it. I killed him.
Blazes. I don't think the Yaras will be happy about this.
Stars.
Those... Some cartographers...
Not anymore. All right,
Bugger him, blast! This kid...
I'll kill him.
Char!
No!
Think the
Duel said it himself.
killing him won't change anything. Trust me, I've been down that road.
Oh, believe me.
Char!
Those... Some cartographers make...
Not anymore. All right,
Bugger him, blast! This kid knows what he's doing.
Right here and right now.
Char!
No!
Think this through.
What?
The
Duel said it himself.
What about your mother? This will break her.
So what? She's the one who got me into this in the first place. Don't you get it? She looked away all those years, and you know why? Because if she hadn't, it would have meant facing the truth. That she failed. That all she cared about was her idealized idea of her precious, precious Duel, who would carry on her legacy.
Maybe, but if you kill him, it will only confirm her in all this. You will be the failure, the monster who killed her son. If you let him live, I will promise to tell her your side of the story, and that I believe you.
But... Fine. Fine, maybe you're right. But I'm not doing this for my mother. She's as bad as the rest. I'm doing it because I want her to confront what she's done. Just... tell her that I won't come back.
Go. I'll meet you back at the village.
Yes. Yes, of course.
What do you need?
To the death!
Oh, wonderful.
We know what you need.
Huh?
Interesting.
Yes?
Bro.
Now would you look at that? What's next?
Anything on your mind?
Tahar, you're back. Duel already told me everything. He says you are a hero, that you are the only reason he is still alive.
Duel is a liar.
Stars, not again.
What do you mean?
He's the reason Shar did all this. But I assume you know that already, don't you?
You were talking about the rumors. Yes, I've heard them. But whatever Shar made you believe, they are not true. You know how complicated memories can be.
Blazes, do you even believe yourself? Half of his face was burned off.
Yes, because he fell over. Be that as it may, it does not matter. You held your end of the bargain. She, Snake Spawn, is gone. And so is Shar. And, your ridiculous accusations aside, you saved Duel, my successor. Here. I think you should have this as a token of thanks. It's an old relic our forefathers brought over from the Forsaken Land, but there is no one in the village who could use it. At least not anymore.
I see. Thank you. What about the Nexus Stone?
Yes, the stone. I looked for it while you were gone. Is this it? It was found in one of the Hibernian ruins when our people first got here.
Yes, that's it.
Good. Is there anything else you need? If not, I would like to spend some time alone with my son. The village will need a lot of time to recover from this, and there's things we need to talk about.
Well, there is. Shar told me to tell you that he'd never come back.
It's probably for the better. Thank you, Tahar, and good luck on your journey.
Yes?
Will do.
We should get moving.
For Ellen! What do you need? They'll learn to fear us.
Yes?
Understood. Yes?
Something you need? Huh?
More fighting.
You have
Does this never end?
Yes?
Got it.
Danger up!
Yes?
Let's see.
Yes?
What is it?
Understood.
Tandai, have you made any progress?
Yes, the repairs have been finished.
They have? Why hasn't anyone told me? Oh well, doesn't matter. We still need the portal stone, however. Have you had any luck finding the shards?
I think so. Are these the crystal shards you've mentioned?
Let me see. Saras Jadul, yes they are. This is good. You were really lucky, you know that? Without these crystals, there would have been no way to reopen the portal.
But now you can?
Yes. Molding the shards to a portal stone should be easy. Not that I've ever done it, though. Let us just hope for the best. I think we should move to the portal now. Is it safe?
Yes.
Good. Then I'll meet you there.
You know what you need.
And there he goes.
Yes? What do we need?
You have my attention. Corporal?
Huh?
Ah, there you are. I have to say I'm impressed.
Well, it wasn't easy.
I know, Janosch. The portal stone seems to be functioning as well. It connects to the portal's magic.
But we still need to charge it, correct?
Yes, but that's relatively simple. Do you remember the Zolimthep altar I told you about? The one we used to conjure our barriers?
Yes. Can it charge the portal as well?
Yes. Normally, the portals are how should I put it, a web of energy. By approaching them with a portal stone, they react. However, as this portal hasn't been in use for centuries, that web is depleted. By transmuting energy on the altar and directing it to the portal, we can recharge it, so to speak.
All right, I'll get on it.
Yes, almost there. Evren? sun and stars. You did it. I can't believe it. All this time, our island has been separated from the outside world, and now here it is. Oh, way back. It's incredible. And strange. Your name, they say it's Tahar, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, Tahar, I do not know how to ask this, but would you mind if I joined you?
Actually, I think this is a good idea. He probably knows more about the Hibernians than any Nortander scholar. He might see something in Mullendir or the Nexus which we haven't seen yet.
But what about your people? I thought you didn't ever want to return to the mainland.
They don't. I've always wanted to see what lies outside. Please, don't misunderstand. I want to return in time, but you... There's something about you that sparks my interest. And as a scholar, as a shaman, I can't think of a better way to learn about the wonders of this world than stepping through that portal with you.
But I'm not just a simple explorer. We are on a mission, and it will be dangerous.
Well, I figured as much, but you're not responsible for me. I know what I'm getting into.
Fine. You can come. But we'll be leaving soon.
Yes, of course, as soon as you want. I'll send someone to notify the Yaris. She will understand.
All right. Guess it's time to head back home. You ready?
What about the archaeologist, Watley? He might want to come along.
Ah, right. Let's go talk to him.
Only take a second. A wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us. Salga Sevrante.
Yes? Will do.
What is it? Move! March!
Haven't heard from her in a while.
This way, right?
Watley? Someone in there?
What? Yes. Sure. I heard that you resolved the situation on the island, didn't you? Tragic story indeed.
Well, we got what we came here for.
Yes, and found a way back. I have to say, I wish I had more of your, well, talent, I suppose.
We wouldn't be here without your help.
Don't be so humble. I did nothing but whine, and if the water had taken that portal stone in Everlight with it, I would be back on the streets and begging for money right now. Look, I'm not good at things like this, but thank you. Without you, I would have probably died thinking that I threw away the life I had for nothing. All the things I sacrificed, you made them worth it.
How does it feel to be here now?
Oh, good question. It feels beautiful. As if I finally found that part of myself that I had always been missing.
Well, I'm glad things worked out for you. We're leaving now, though. Are you coming with us?
Can't you guess?
You're staying.
I already talked to Yaris about it, and she agreed. But who knows? Maybe this won't be the last time we see each other. Good luck to you.
You have my attention.
More complicated than I thought.
What do you need?
We should get
Understood.
moving.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with.
Corporal?
What's next?
Yes? What is it?
Back when we met, you told me about an internal disagreement, which led to many of the guild's mages leaving. What exactly happened?
Why do you want to know?
No particular reason. I'm simply curious.
I see. Well, simply put, the guild had two leaders until half a year ago, me and Lena. Lena and a lot of the other mages felt that they could uphold their neutrality no longer without sacrificing their integrity.
You're talking about the persecution of mages?
Yes, I am. As Lena said, they are crucifying us, burning us alive, putting masks on our heads that destroy our minds. If there's something wrong with the world, it's people who keep their heads down because they are afraid to stand in for what's right.
Well, she did have a point.
In her reasoning, she did, yes. However, her stance conflicted with everything the Creators Guild stands for. We preserve knowledge, push forward the boundaries of magic. We do not involve ourselves in power games and politics. Figuratively speaking, a fisher will never be a good military commander, just like a mage will never be a good politician.
So where did Lena and the other mages go?
I do not know. They left to fight the purity and save mages, but I have not seen them ever since.
Could you tell me more about Lena? What was her position in the guild?
She was the guild's treasure master. Other than that, I do not know what to tell you. She was quite young when she joined the guild, not even 24 winters old, and immensely talented. When it came to mentalism, her skills were unmatched. She was different than the others. She was better than the others. And I always saw a spark of genius in her eyes. And yes, I do know that most people would call that attraction. But it was just a fraction of what made our bond unique.
Well, I understand the conflict.
Well, you are an empathetic man, so I would have been surprised if you did not. But these events lie in the past. There is no point in discussing them any further, though I had certainly hoped for a different outcome.
You seem bitter.
As I said, I had hoped for a different outcome.
Could you tell me more about the woman who initiated the split? Lena. What was your relationship?
I would rather not talk about it. Please understand.
Of course. But if you ever want to talk about it...
I will tell you.
Goodbye. Yes? Mm-hmm.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own mountain.
Yes? Yes?
Blasted armor.
Interesting.
As a neutral, apolitical association of mages solely devoted to the study of magic.
Yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need. You know how to bargain, don't you?
Now would you look at that?
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during
Yes? Let's see.
Unbelievable. All this.
Must be quite a change of scenery.
Yes, you could say that. All my life I dreamed of stepping through the portal, and now I did. And it's beautiful. Everything is so vast. Oh well. It will take some getting used to, that's for certain. There's something else I wanted to discuss with you. I brought some things from the island that could come in handy on your travels. Weapons, trinkets, all sorts of things I found in the Hibernian ruins over the years. Most of them haven't been used for millennia, but for a little gold I could get them back into shape. Just let me know if you want to take a look.
I will. Thank you. What do we need? What's next?
Huh?
So, have we gotten past that I don't trust you thing? I want to know more about you.
Well, there isn't that much to know about me, Tahar. I'm a demonologist from Kalea, and I've been on the road for a couple of years now. That's it.
Wait, you're Kalean?
Yeah, and I know I don't have the accent, but that was a lot of training.
What made you come to Northander?
Long story, and I don't want to talk about it. Anything else, Tahar? If not, let me get back to my grimoire.
Can you tell me more about Kalea? What's it like there?
It's a pretty general question, Corporal.
What are Kaleans like, compared to Nortandians?
Huh. Good question. I don't spend that much time socializing, so I don't know if I can give you the answer to that. But all in all, Kaleans are a lot less stiff than you Nord folks. Kaleans like to sing, to dance, and to fuck. They do it a lot, sometimes at the same time. They admire philosophy and magic, and being good in either of those makes you the equivalent of a famous bard here in Greyfell. On the other hand, the people are two-faced. That's a lot better here in Northander. You have your little intrigues, but you generally say what you mean, which Kaleans see as almost primitive.
Kalea is a city-state, isn't it? Like Everlight.
Yeah. Well, almost. When people say Kalea, they usually refer to the chain of islands in the Sea of Dreams, a couple of miles from Imperia. However, only the big one in the middle is really inhabited. And that one's pretty much just a massive city called Kalea. Nobody can remember the names of the other islands, not even the Kaleans themselves. But yeah, it's essentially a city-state. And even though Kalea is small, it's very powerful. You know, spices, sugar, sea jewels, all the kind of stuff a tropical paradise has to offer.
Rich as a Kalean, isn't that how they say?
Yeah, though that ignores the fact that there's thousands of Kaleans starving to death in the slums.
Do you happen to know if Kalea is affected by the Bloodburn too?
Don't think so, no. At least I haven't heard anything.
There's been a lot of tension between Northander and Kalea during the Mage War. How is the situation now?
I haven't been back since, so I couldn't tell you. But according to the sailors, things have gotten better.
I'm still wondering what made you leave Kalea and travel the world to study demonology.
You're not letting this one go, are you? Alright, if your life depends on it, I'll tell you. To make it short, I grew up in the slums of Kalea. The shithole if ever there was one. Just imagine an entire quarter made up of half-ruined shacks with the smell of shit and piss everywhere. And way too many people. Then add the tropical heat to it and you've got the place I grew up in. My father had left right after I was born. My mother is what you call a day laborer. Though the days when she wasn't laboring outweighed the ones when she did. Whatever job there was, she took it. Even if it was cleaning the shit out of Kalean canals. She worked hard, but it just wasn't enough. We lived in a windowless room and I shared a bed with my mother for the first 14 years of my life. Long story short, after a while my mother simply couldn't cover the expenses anymore. The rent for our room went up and jobs became less and less, since the Mage Wars in Northander also affected the trade in Kalea. So my mother looked for someone to help her out, and found one. A man named Creo. He was a loan shark who had it all. A stupid name and a shady beard. 2 lackeys who followed him wherever he went, and above all, a complete lack of what other people would call decency.
I think I can see where this is going.
Sure you can. It's not the most unique of stories, is it? To cut to the chase, 1 year later we were in massive debt. Creo suggested my mother another way of making up for it. You can fill in the blanks. I was just too weak. Over and over this fucking bastard came. Had my mother tell me to go for a walk. And every time I had no choice but to obey. Do you have any idea how it feels, Tahar? To be that powerless? I remember one day I looked in the mirror and realized how much I hated the boy I saw. I hated his body with all its frail bones, his small arms, his bloodshot wet eyes. And that's when I decided to change things. So the next time he came, I fought back.
How did that go?
What do you think? He beat me up. It was the same next time and the time after that. At first he found it funny. But after the 4th time he threatened to kill me. The only thing that stopped him from doing it is because my mother begged him to. And I had only made it worse. On my 14th name day I left home and joined up with the Chilean sand prowlers. My mother begged me not to go. But I just couldn't. Standing there and watching this fucking bastard walk into our room again and again whenever he felt like it, I just couldn't. Dying would have been better than staying. The way I figured it was that if I earned enough money to pay Mother's debts, Creo would leave her alone. Once I was strong enough, I'd come back. Wait for him to show up again. And then, well, you can imagine the rest.
I think I can. So who were these sand prowlers?
A group of mercenaries. They took me in and trained me. And even though they were skeptical at first, they quickly realized that my determination made up for what my body was lacking. When I was 16 and I discovered my magic, one of their leaders made me his apprentice. The arcane universities are a shithole made up of boy-loving old geezers who care more about how you wear your hair than about your magic. I'll tell you the real thing. And that she did.
What about your plan to pay your mother's debts? Did that work out?
Well, I thought so at first, but we'll get there.
What was it like to work with the sand prowlers?
Well, if you were hoping for stories of sex, adventure, and intrigue, I have to disappoint you. Most of it was nasty stuff. Fighting in wars which you knew were wrong, beating up people who were practically helpless. But then again, the Chilean guard was no better than that. It was a case of pick your poison.
Was that sand prowler mage also who introduced you to demonology?
What? No, she was a mediocre mage at best. The most powerful thing she could do was lighting someone's hair on fire. Though of course she didn't see it that way. After 1 year I was already stronger than her, and I started my own studies.
Huh. So did you ever return to your mother?
Of course, on my 18th name day. I had wanted to return earlier, but a contract had me kept overseas for a lot longer than I had expected. Sorry. It's strange to talk about it.
What happened?
My mother. She was gone. Her room had been cleared out, and the neighbors told me she passed away unexpectedly just 3 weeks before I arrived. Her heart just stopped beating.
I'm sorry.
Why? It was a natural death. She was old when she gave birth to me, and the life on the Chilean streets isn't forgiving. In other words, it was bound to happen. I went into the room and looked for our stash. A small casket under the floorboards. I found it, opened it, and saw all the money I'd sent her over the years.
So...
She never used it to pay Creo as I instructed her. I have no idea why, but my best guess is that she thought it was mine since I earned it. She was that kind of person, you know? No matter how hard fate punched her in the face, she clung on to her ideals. Always did what was right rather than what was good for herself. And look what she got in return.
Did you ever visit her grave?
I did, but it was a mass grave. Dozens of corpses, all piled onto each other, and some earth shoveled on top of it. I threw up when I saw it, and never came back after that.
What about Creo?
Well, as you can imagine, I went to look for him. Right after I was able to think straight again. But he was gone.
Where?
I don't know. I asked everywhere and everyone who could know, and they either didn't or gave me different information. After a while, I gave up.
Why?
Because people like Creo are just a reality we have to deal with. I could have killed him, but what good would it have done? My mother was dead, and no amount of bloodshed and gut tearing could have changed that. The world doesn't give a fuck about your ideals, Tahar. About doing the right thing. That's just the shit we tell ourselves to help us sleep at night. You eat or you get eaten. It's that simple. I wasn't strong enough when I should have been. And that's why I couldn't help her. That will never happen again.
I guess you're right.
I am. To wrap up the story, I enrolled at the university from the money my mother saved for me. Turned out the Sand Prowler mage was wrong. There were some boy-loving professors, but they knew their shit. I studied and practiced until there was nothing left to study. Then I found out about demonology and the power in it. I quit university, and I've been traveling ever since. Taking jobs as a mercenary here and there, but above all, improving my skills. My last stop was Bargagora to summon a devourer.
And what are you after, in the long run?
I don't know. I'll find out when I get there.
Huh. Interesting story. Thanks for your trust, Raa'm.
Sure. Hope you're happy.
Yes? Interesting. Understood.
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled. One thing is clear.
Now would you look at that? Okay, I'm ready. Sure this place isn't gonna blow up once we insert the second stone, Iskrim?
What? No, I don't think that's likely.
All right, here we go.
Blasted, blistering blazes. I don't know what to say. This is amazing.
But it seems like it worked. We've restored the Nexus to full power. How are you feeling, Iana?
Overwhelmed. But it's bearable.
What now, though? Is it strong enough to perform this joining ritual?
It should be. And you, Tahar, should be the one to do it. You need to connect your mind to the Nexus. That way, you might be able to sense who or whatever is sending out the song. What do you say? Are you ready?
I think so.
Good. Then step into the forge.
And what now?
Tahar!
We...
Is it over?
Yes, I think so. By the Guardians, that was...
What do we need?
I don't know what just happened.
Describe.
There were... voices, screams, thoughts, images.
How do you feel now? I mean, has anything changed?
I think so. Yes. I feel... I don't know. Clearer. As if something in my mind opened up.
Then it worked! Niehaus hammer, we did it! You joined yourself with the Nexus.
So... I am telepathic now?
You're not a Dreamweaver. I'd feel it if that were the case.
I don't think you are, but you're connected to this place now, and therefore to the Shaper memories.
Does that mean we can finally locate the cause of the song?
You tell me. Think of the song, Tahar. Close your eyes. What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you see?
I'll try.
Save me. A failure. That's what you are.
No. That's impossible. Yes?
What is it?
My father. I heard his voice.
Your father? So you think he's behind this?
I also heard the voice of a woman. She whispered something.
A woman? Now this is, interesting. But I still don't understand. Do you really think your father is involved in the Bloodburn?
I don't think so. There's more to it. But yes, my father is involved in this somehow.
This is helpful, but it still does not tell us where to start searching. Think hard, Tahar. Is there anything else?
Yes, there were sounds. Drips, crickets, flies, but...
The eye. Your father's laboratory.
Tiara's breath, of course.
The eye? You mean the marshlands?
Yes. My father had a laboratory there, in the old abandoned manor of House Waite. Nobody was allowed to follow him there, not even Roa'm or I.
Well, sounds like we have a lead. The Bloodburn and the Song of the White are somehow connected to your father in his laboratory.
So it seems. Yes.
Tahar, maybe...
What?
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Rowan, tell me.
There's nothing to tell.
Well, if you say so. I'll send a messenger to inform Lacane as soon as possible. He'll want to be there. Let's get prepared. Will do.